Hi, I'm Ed Phillips. This is Business Today on BYTV, and my guest today is Jeff Bump of 19 Productions.
Hello.
Hi, Jeff. We welcome you today. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day. Tell us a little bit about 19 Productions, because I understand you have a passion for something. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah, I have a very long background in television and broadcasting, and I like everybody. I have a 9 to 5 job, but I always want to make sure to continue doing broadcasting, and I enjoy doing it. So I have a freelance business, or I do videos, videography, and editing, and graphics and animations for various clients. Been doing it for quite a while now, and it's just a really fun thing to do.
Well, Jeff, if you've been doing it a long time, as you say, you have seen some, I call them tectonic shifts, huge shifts in what's gone on.
Yeah.
And I mean, so tell us a little bit about that, how that's affected you personally.
Well, there's pros and cons to it. On the one, it's like I think it's we live in a do-it-yourself era where you have YouTube, where anybody with a phone can be online. That does create more opportunities for people to seek out video help. So there are opportunities there. On the other hand, a lot of people feel they can do it themselves.
Right. I'm
not sure the quality is there, but it's not really for me to say. I feel if I worked on something for me, it meets the standards of something I would put on the air, like on a network. But so there are pros and cons to it. But like I said, there's so much accessibility,
right,
to create videos now. So
Jeff, I tell people that when I was in broadcasting, it would take hundreds of thousands of dollars to recreate what we did at that time.
Yeah.
Now you can do it for a couple grand, maybe. I mean, that has just changed tremendously.
Yeah, and there's the TikTok aspect of it, and that kind of attitude of like a very low budget. And there are some cases where that works very well, but I think if you're a client, if you're someone trying to promote your own business or service, I think you need a little more professional.
It seems, where do you want to place your business? I think on the spectrum is kind of part of what I think I'm hearing you say. And there are some businesses that they're perfectly fine with that, and then there are other businesses that they want to step it up. They want to grow to the next level, and that's where Chris and I at BYTV help them with that part of it. Is those that want to grow to the next level. And hey, we have to be honest. There are some that can hang in there and do it. As YouTube has changed things tremendously.
Yeah.
It
is a question of your audience.
Oh, sure.
A younger audience, you probably can get away with a little bit more. But if you're catering to people like us, I think a little more adult, middle age. I guess it's like we're not.
You notice that
about it. So I don't think we're going to respond as well to a TikTok.
Well, and especially if you're talking about a client that could potentially be spending thousands of dollars, and you have to, I think a normal business person is going to say, am I going to spend thousands of dollars with, some guy that has or gal that has a YouTube video as their big promotional item, so it does make a difference. Well, tell us about briefly about the latest technology, and actually let me jump to this first. When did you really start in the broadcast business? Were you one that was sort of a hobby when you were a kid, and then you kind of got into it, or how'd that work out?
Oh, I was in school, and I was in music. I was doing communications and music, and when I was a music major, the guy who was my vocal teacher, he knew I kind of liked media, and he recommended me as a part-time job. I got a chance to do some audio editing for KBach at ASU, and that led to my vocal teacher going, hey, you know what, my wife does AV services at the city of Phoenix. So I went there and started working and started getting involved with TV people there who had the government channel, and I just went in, and they were just starting to get into digital editing, and there weren't a lot of people who did it. We're talking late 90s, I think, here, and 2000s. And I got the book out and said, I'd like to know how to do this. So I started learning, and then I eventually got a job. That's
excellent. Yeah, I'll tell you, and I don't want to go too deep on inside baseball, but one of the things that we both have noticed is that digital changed everything.
It did. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everything top to bottom. It's something that made magnificently easier, and things that you couldn't even really do before, you can do now, and it just changed everything. And that just opened up a whole spectrum of things that you could do with audio and video.
Well, in a matter of like 10 years, you basically went from, digital tapes to no tape at all. And that's a very fast timeline.
Well, and it's amazing the horsepower that we carry around with us every day with our phones. I
know.
Staggering.
Yeah, you have a high def camera that you carry around, a portable high def camera.
What we hasten to tell people though is, you have trouble with zooms and pans, and you don't have a tripod, and you don't have all that with you now. But yeah, you can take a quote high quality video. But it's the real videographers. You'll see some real technique involved, and as it goes up the food chain, as you get into movie making, that sort of thing. I mean, there's just amazing.
Lighting still plays a huge part. These things don't go away.
No, that's absolutely true.
The camera shot doesn't go away.
One of the things that just amazed me recently is the productions that are being created by people that aren't in the production business. And I'm thinking of Amazon specifically. I remember telling my students a number of years ago, I said, there's something to this. Amazon announced that they were going to start making video productions. And I said, that's going to be changing stuff. So no longer is it the movie studios, no longer are just the movie studios, no longer is it the local broadcast affiliates or the traditional networks. It's all over the place.
Right. The good news too is a lot of people that I have worked with, especially recently, I'm like, I want a 2-camera shoot. They want the level to go up. So
there you go. That's exactly that extension that we were talking about. That's exactly right. So tell us about your ideal client that comes to 19 Productions and really wants to work with you. Oh wait a minute. Let's save that. I want to save that. That's going to be a good one. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna come right back. Stay with us.
Okay. Start your day the Hempful way. Hempful Farms is a family-owned and operated hemp business with a full range of products to offer you, your family, and your furry friends. We believe in making a natural alternative product affordable to everyone. All of our organic products are third-party tested and a great alternative to many pharmaceuticals. Visit us online or any of our retail stores to learn more. Start your day the Hempful way. Hempful Farms.
Jeff Bump is my guest, 19 Productions. And sorry for the interruption, Jeff. One thing I learned in broadcasting is that there's a couple of things. Get in on time, get out on time, and get in all the commercials.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So sorry for the interruption, but you do have to pay the bills as you
absolutely. Yes.
So anyway, continue. I'm sorry for that. Ideal client, the person that would come to you and say,
I think just somebody who's open to the process. It's some people have a very specific idea about what they want, and some people don't, and that's okay. We can accommodate either, but I think just people who just have an enthusiasm and want to really have a vision and even if they don't know the specific media they need, they know what needs to get done. I need to advertise my product or my service in this way and get across to these people. When you have those kind of goals in mind, it really helps my job to cater and to know what we have to create for you.
So you probably have in your mind a list of things that you truly enjoy. You do many different functions, of course, but name 2 or 3 that you really enjoy doing that is a boat floater for you.
I would say probably I love editing. I love editing and graphics. That's really where I kind of feel my expertise is, and I love that putting together and telling the story and making it move and pace. I enjoy it, and I really do enjoy it. So I would say, I enjoy all of it, but I think those are my favorite parts.
That's interesting because you said you started in audio editing, which is where I started, and I certainly didn't get anywhere close to the level of you, but there's something that kind of feeds the creativity that does make it kind of engaging to you.
Yeah. And I was lucky enough to work with some still work with some amazing videographers, and just, being able to work with this incredible footage.
I've never, and because this is a family show, I'm not going to say what I probably would say, but a good videographer will take chicken and make it into chicken salad. And I have been amazed at how they can take what would be a mundane situation and just make it visually interesting and engaging. That's one of the things that is just.
And I think that's one of the benefits of working with in government situations so long, and that you take very dry material and you have to make it engage it to the public. Also, the fact that probably. I've been fortunate enough to work with people who are good at lighting, and I don't think lighting is so critical. To so many things. I don't think a lot of people realize that.
It's in fact, I told Chris, because I'm, as you can tell, rather platinum blonde. I have lights in my office here, and I have to keep turning them down because I look like I'm flaring practically with the hair. So a problem that you're probably used to in different ways, and shadows are another thing and all of that. But there are some, if somebody's wanting to shoot something of their family, a couple little suggestions you might make to somebody that wants to get some good quality video of their family at home, maybe?
Well, I think just, sometimes, an easy way to not have to go and do all the lighting is go into an outside environment where you have a lot of great natural light, which I like anyway.
Me too.
So it kind of saves you. I mean, when you're in a meeting room with bad fluorescent lights, and it's very difficult to, even with good lighting, to get that right. So, we live in a beautiful state and we have a lot of environment and great weather. So take advantage of that. And I think that's a great way you have a lot of great opportunities to do that. Great
suggestion. And tell us about the golden hour and how there's some magic in a certain hour of the day.
Oh, absolutely. Sunset, there's just, the light is perfect and you get that nice shade, and it just looks awesome. There's no other way. It's just the colors are perfect. You don't get that glare. You don't get that. It's everybody knows that. It's like, if you can get that shot, at sunset, you're doing great. If you can capture that, you have that little window to do something really awesome in.
There's a reason they call it the golden hour, because you have this gold tone to everyone, and they look really good. We had a photo shoot in our family one time, and they said, we want to do it between this time. Oh, okay, we will. And the pictures just turned out unbelievable. I mean, it's almost ethereal when you hit that right moment. It's pretty interesting. There are probably a ton of other things that we could go on about for another 2 or 3 hours, I would guess. And we promise we are not going to do that. But I do want to know more about your business, how we might get in touch with you, should somebody want to go to that next step and get an intro video or get some videography for their business.
I think you guys will post the website. It's 19 Productions, and we're online, and that has linked to our my social media, which is, we have a Facebook page and have a Vimeo reel, and also a Instagram page. So that's really the best way. Kind of lists what I do, and really way to get a hold of me.
What did I not ask you that I should have, Jeff? That's a put you on the spot question.
Oh, well, I guess just as a selfish plug, 19 Productions. The name comes from I'm a Michigan guy, so I have a great love for the Detroit Red Wings, and Steve Yzerman was the captain of the Red Wings, and he was number 19, so that's where 19 Productions.
There's always a story in there when I ask that question. Jeff Blum from 19 Productions, and now you know why it's 19 Productions. Jeff, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate your time. Look forward to working with you in the future. I'm Ed Phillips, and that's Business YouTube Today, and Business YouTube and Business YouTube Today. We hope to see you next time. Take care of yourself.